So I just got back from picking up my Azure order, my latest order. It is not a large one, but I'm really excited about some things I got. I always am. I mean, let's be real. And every order I do, I try to order at least one, if not more, brand new things to me. And maybe they're new to you. And so let's go through it. We'll start on this side, but even before I start, look at how gorgeous these flowers are. So a friend of mine and her mother actually started like an organic flower farm. And this is one of the bouquets that I have just purchased. I've gotten a few of them from her over the last probably several months. I just had to showcase that and have that on my counter because it is so pretty. All right, we'll start with some of the tried and true things that I buy. Because of our home apothecary business and the soaps and the salves and the things that I'm doing, I'm always using high quality products, and the olive oil is no exception. So this is 1 gallon of the Azure Standard Organic cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to tell you guys the prices. I did this in my last Azure video and I think it was helpful. And so that 1 gallon was actually on the lower end from what I had seen over the last few months. That was $80.65. I then actually did a little splurge and got 1 pound of chocolate almonds, organic chocolate almonds. This is a treat. I think I've purchased them once or twice before. They unfortunately did not last very long in the house, so I'm gonna have to hide those. But that 1 pound was $16.18. I also bought 3 of the Muir Glen organic pizza sauce. This is so good. I make tomato sauce, I can it. I haven't really ventured into kind of trying to thicken it down and do that. It's just so much easier for me to get theirs, and it's so good. I usually get 3 cans at a time. You do have the option to get a case of 12, which is probably what I should just be doing. But those 3 cans were $11.01. I am a really big fan of their coffee. I got the dark roast this time. This is the Catalina's coffee, 100% Arabica shade grown in Nicaragua. It is organic, and this 1 pound, $12.79. I get whole bean, but you can get ground as an option. I also got 5 pounds of the organic mini sweet dark chocolate chips. I like dark chocolate, preferably over milk chocolate. And honestly, the mini chips and really all chocolate chips, they were hard to find last fall for baking season, holiday season. So I thought I'd try to get a head start on that now while they're in stock. And I suggest you do too, because literally last fall of 2023, I could not get chocolate at Azure Standard, mind you, but it kept getting sold out and it just was not shipping. And so I got that 5 pounds now, $30.12. I really like the mini chocolate chips because it allows me to use them in whatever application I would be using the regular size. And you can give what seems like a lot, but it's actually less chocolate, less sugar, less everything. All right, tried and true. I probably buy this every other month. A case of 6 of the Nancy's sour cream. I am on a kick of making a lot of our own homemade dairy. The sour cream, I'm hard pressed to give this up. But I buy a case of 6 of these, 16 ounces each, at $23.77. If you have not tried the Nancy's sour cream, you got to try it. It's probably the best sour cream ever. I know that's quite the claim, but you got to try it. All right, another item that I have purchased, but not in a while, is this 6 pound block of whole milk mozzarella cheese. This is an Italian style. It's just pasteurized milk, cheese cultures, salt, and enzymes. It does need to be kept refrigerated. And what I did last time and what I'm gonna do with this one is I actually cut it into smaller blocks and then I vacuum seal it and freeze it. And then I can just pull out a block at a time for when I need to shred it for pizza night and whatnot. But that 6 pound log, I should say, of mozzarella was $23.51. Okay, I also got 10 pounds of organic frozen strawberries, 2 5-pound boxes. That's already in the freezer. It comes in a small box, each 5 pounds, and then in the box, it's bagged up with a twist tie. I just take the bag out of the box, put it directly in the freezer when I get home, and it's good. And so each 5-pound box was $22.38. All right, we're coming down to the items now that I've never purchased before, and we'll start with this. This is 1 pound of bee pollen. So literally what it sounds like is what it is. So when the bees are out and they're bringing pollen in off of the plants, they come into the hive, a lot of the pollen actually falls to the bottom. They get as much as they can, but you'd be surprised, they drop a lot of pollen in the hive. And so, because we have this in our hives, because we're beekeepers, we're not on top of this. But so to collect the pollen, you have to be on top of it. We have a tray in the bottom of our hive that we pull out, or you could pull out every night and gather that pollen and put it in the freezer. Once it's sitting for more than a day, and especially in really high temperatures like it is now, it loses a little bit of its value, but that is how you collect the pollen. So don't think that the bee pollen that you're buying is actually harming the bees. It's collected from the bottom of the hives. So this 1 pound of bee pollen was $16.68. This does need to be kept in the freezer. Okay, this I'm really excited about. They were on sale, but these are 4 heirloom raspberry plants. They came in looking really good. I mean, some of the leaves are starting to yellow, but honestly, these plants look so healthy, and I would absolutely buy these again. They're gonna go back out on my back deck as soon as we're done here, but I got 4 of these. These are organic heirloom raspberry plants, and it needs full sun. They do have thorns, so kind of keep that in mind. A lot of the really good raspberry plants just have thorns by nature. Each of these pots, it's a 4-inch pot, was $4.76. So these 4 plants came to just over $19. What you're looking at here is 10 pounds of beets. I got 5 pounds of the red beets, 5 pounds of the organic yellow beets. And so I have a big project ahead of me with these 10 pounds. I really love to can beets. I will peel them, chop them, put them in the jars, and then hot pack them with some water and a little bit of vinegar, just because I really love the way it gives the flavor to the beets. And then I will pressure can them, and they are fantastic for salads. That's what I've been using them for. I just opened our last jar of beets from what I canned. Here it is. I canned it in March of 23. I think I canned about 12 or 15 of them. This is the very last one, and so I needed more. So I'll have a big canning day to get those processed. But the 5 pounds of the red beets, organic red beets, $9.25. The golden organic was a little bit more, $10.75. Last but not least, brand new to me. I am super excited. I've been trying to get this in my order for probably 3 months now, with no success because it was kept getting out of stock. Anyone want to take a guess? It's a root, fairly hard, not really smelling like anything. Burdock root. I got, I think it's 5. No, I got 3 pounds of organic burdock root for $36.38. Now I know you're asking, what am I gonna do with this? I don't know. I don't entirely know yet. I know that you can eat them. You can like saute them, I think, chop them finely and saute them. And we, I believe, are having egg roll in a bowl tonight for dinner. So I may actually try that with one of these. I will probably also chop and dry to have it in our home apothecary because burdock root is excellent for your liver. It's a great detoxification medicinal plant. But I'm gonna make sure that all of these 3 pounds of roots, I mean, look how pretty they are. They're huge. They are huge. But these need to be kept in the refrigerator. If you are new to Azure Standard and you're really curious, what are some of the other items that they have available? What can I get? What are the prices like? And where is the nearest drop? Then click the link down below. You can sign up and check all of the information out. When I say sign up, there is no commitment at all. There's no monetary exchange. There is nothing until you actually place an order. And even then, no commitments, no subscriptions, no memberships. It is worth checking out just to know how you can opt out of the traditional paradigm with food shopping in the grocery store. Think outside the commercial box and go directly to Azure Standard. Thanks for joining me today. Stay healthy, stay well. Bye-bye.